So like, the reason why I'm making y'all do this is because you got bulls and bears, but like, you might see the chart, right? And you're gonna see this. You're gonna see the chart. It fluctuates.
One thing I can say about my grandson Michael, he is gonna be successful because he has that goal that what he want to be, and he's gonna make it someday because see, this is in his head that he's gonna be rich, and it's gonna happen. But he got to be patient because you can't. You just, as they say, you can't build something right away like that. It takes time, but he is gonna be successful someday because he has that motivation.
I've been in this game 11 years, but it don't matter how many games you've been into because you can see a pattern, right? You can see a pattern, right? Thank y'all for that. You can see a pattern forming, right? And you're like, man, Mike told me how to get in the pattern. I get into it. But then again, this thing may not go exactly right in your favor right away, which is why I want to bring that up. And it goes into psychology. And I was like, psychology? Like, I don't need to know that. But yeah, you do because, like I said, you're in the right move. But then you might go upstairs, you might come back downstairs, like, damn, this trade ain't going nowhere. You like, and it'll mess with your psyche because it'll have you second guessing. Like, I thought American Airlines was about to go up. I see the pattern. Why is it not moving? Two is with this whole game is psychology still, but I talk about patience for one. But then what we call, this is how y'all gonna make 6 figures. Pending orders. Because like I said, we all got kids and we all are busy, right? And we all have lives that we live. This is an investment. And I'm being honest with y'all. I've been there and I still do this today, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Pending orders. Meaning that I can set a trade, like I'm down here, I can set a trade and go do whatever I want to do. And then just watch it on my phone. It'll open, close, and trade all by itself. And you're going to learn that when y'all get in the course. It's the MetaTrader 4 app. So like, going back to the patterns, right? You might see a pattern. But then right here, how you're able to take advantage of it is at these areas here. You're able to place what they call buy limits. And like I said, this don't matter what stock or company you trade, this is all the same fundamentals. If you get familiarized with the terminology, that's buy limit, meaning that we got a level of support. Right? I'm on support right now, I'm on the floor. I can't fall through, right? It's support. So you got support down here, and then up top you got resistance. I can't, break above, so that's resistance, right? So when you get these pending orders in play, like she might see a pattern right now, and she's like, I gotta go to the grocery store. The pattern may have not even printed itself out yet. It might be doing one of these moves right here. The market might be right there. It might be right there. But she can foresee the whole thing because it happened over again, right? So she like, cool. I'm gonna set this penny order before I go to the grocery store. So she'll, right here, this might be 1.2500 as far as the price, right? She like, cool, I'm gonna set a buy limit right here. She'll set a buy limit right here. And so when the price comes down there, I'm gonna show you how it operates because I know this can be quite confusing. So you got support, right? It's up here. It hasn't reached down here yet. And this is another thing. This goes back into sports. I already explained the analogy as far as sports. Price is up here. You want to meet the price down here. Like you said, you like to manage and you want to do business at a certain level. This is going back to not chasing it too, because people chase the market, and that's why they say, oh, it don't work. It's risky. It's only if you chase the market. If you meet the price down here, then you can participate. But if you get in right here, you might be whipsawed and lose money. And that's why people lose money, because they are not patient. But we see the pattern, right? Just wait for the pattern to come down here, and you're gonna buy it up. You're buying low. Y'all ever heard of buy low, sell high? This is what they mean. Buy limit down here, and we wait for the price to come down here, and we buy it up. And as you can see, in that whole process, a pattern prints out. But the key thing is just catching that move with the buy limits and not messing with your psyche, waiting for it, sitting there waiting for it, and the psychology aspect of it. Any questions so far? Alright, so I'm going to go into my favorite. They're still talking about pending orders. Now, I don't know, I mean, y'all probably laugh at me when I say it because the terminology is a little different. But, you know, it's just how people do it. They slide in people's DMs, right? Mm-hmm. Cool. I like to slide into these trades because, of course, we don't want to lose money. So we got what we call sell stop, and then up here we got buy stop. And this is how we're going to be able to be consistent with it. Because every day in the markets, the same thing happens. And I'm able to make money. We all are. But the patterns is one that prints out. So I'll draw the patterns, right? The patterns prints out all the time, right? So every day we get what we call a breakout. So the market might be trading. And quick question. When y'all was going out to the club, be honest with me. What time was y'all going out? Like, if it was a party and y'all wanted the most epic time, what time was it that y'all would go out?
11, 12.
Well, same thing happens. There you go. The same thing happens in the market. Same happens in the market. Y'all know y'all ain't gonna go to no club at 8, 9 o'clock. Ain't nothing happening. So we wait until 12, and in real life, it's 1 a.m. 1 a.m. every day in the markets. I'm talking about Eastern Time. Every day in the markets, 1 a.m., you got the banks and the institutions, they open up around that time. Some open at 9 o'clock, the equity markets. But every day we can expect some money be made because the same thing happens. So during this time, it's low volatility, it's not juking, right? So once 1 o'clock get here, things start jumping off. Market go up, market go down. But guess what? This opportunity right here, you was able to position yourself to buy. The buy stop I was talking about, you place a buy stop and you place a sell stop because the price is right here. The price is right here. So you go before you go to sleep. I go to sleep around 12, 11 sometime. But I'll place my orders at night, buy stop and sell stop. Because, like I said, me being in this game don't mean anything. You can be unsure. I can place a buy stop and a sell stop all at the same time because the price is in the middle. You see what I'm saying? So I wait until it come out to the outskirts or to down here. So either way the market go, I'm gonna make money. So if the market shoots out, I make money. If the market go up, I make money. And this is the clever part about what people don't understand about trading. Some people have the wrong conception thinking that you can only, buy the market. And I know that that is true because stocks is like that. Stocks is not bi-directional. You have to own shares of the company and all that complicated stuff. But with this, I can go buy American Airlines and Nike without having to own shares. And it's bi-directional because like the price can be here and some people might be biased on like, oh, I think they're gonna continue to go up. Yeah, but they might go down and you might miss out on some money. But the clever part about the pending orders is that I'm able to take advantage of it either way it goes. So literally, like, let's say it go down, right, 500 points. You made $500 in 45 minutes. You go back to sleep. And I tell people all the time, like sometimes when I'm working at Best Buy, it's like 9 a.m. that I go to work sometime. I'll make more money than I make at Best Buy before I even go.
Yeah, that's what, I'm sorry, it's what I don't understand. Since you're teaching me now, but I didn't understand or I don't understand. It's fluctuating because I'm checking every day. And now it's clicking what you're saying to me. Because I don't know about none of that, but I'm seeing now why it's doing what it's doing at the time that it's doing. So it's like starting to click for me.
Another thing too though, I got a whole book on this. Like Deshaun, he my best friend, so he know every single thing I talk about. But I got a whole book on Ford. Y'all ever heard of Tony Robbins, Anthony Robbins? I got a whole book and I'll share it with y'all. He talk about 401ks. I'm not saying this wrong, because like this is what we used to.
Yeah.
But I tell people all the time, like, man, you can attest, they take a lot of fees, and then even when you take your money, they gonna tax you on your tax return. Like, that don't make any sense. I gotta wait until I'm 60 years old to even touch the money? Like, come on now. Like, and I try to tell people, if you can, like you said, keep your 401k. That's not wrong with that. But it's good that y'all trying to learn how to do it yourself. Because it's a big thing. You can make twice as much doing it yourself, and then versus waiting and, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, all we're doing with the chart situation, we're analyzing. That's all we're doing. It's not hard, as you can see. I'm breaking it down to where, like, all right, just look for the pattern. That's all it is. That's how they doing it.
Yeah.
So watch this. Y'all gonna laugh at this. So now that you know what smart money and the retail traders are, what they'll do is they print the patterns at a certain day. So I want y'all to jot this down if y'all taking notes. because this is a key part right here. You got the Asian session, 8 to 11 p.m. You got the London session. This is 2 to 5 a.m. And these are based on our time zones here in Chicago. Then you got New York session. And then this one is 8 to 11 a.m. Now, I always use an analogy far as like basketball with this because, as you can see, they all have a session, a quarter. We're talking 3 quarters with this. So we playing ball, and they all have a session. Their job is to, of course, accumulate more orders and money because that's a $1 trillion market. So going back to the times and how you can make money, this is the money part. Every day we know the market's going to break out. Let's say the market's not juking, no activity, right? That's the Asian session right there. So at 1 a.m., like I said, every day, Asian session, because it's the Asian session right here, and we're transitioning into the 1 a.m. London session right here, transitioning. And when the London session happens, like I said, that's when the banks open, and that's when we start seeing the market move. We start seeing buyers and sellers coming to the market. So all right here, they're not doing anything. As soon as you see the market open, they start just moving the price. Why? Because now, those big banks I just talked about, they are stop hunting. Y'all probably never heard of that terminology before. Stop hunting means that the big banks are going to snatch his money. They're going to snatch your money. They're going to take your money. Because like when we talked about, you might have a pending order down here from the previous day. So he might have his money parked down here from the previous day because he see a pattern. But guess what? When that new day come about, they gonna go down here and snatch that person money off the table, just dip in there just a little bit and snatch it and go the opposite way. They call that a stop hunt. And that's what the banks do. But I want to break more of that down because I know y'all probably don't understand that stop hunt thing. But I want y'all to understand that. If y'all leave anything with this, this is what you understand. Every day the market is going to print off a high and a low. No matter what it is. You got your low of the day and you got your high of the day. Every day, any stock, any corporation, they're always going to make a high and low of the day. They'll mess around and make a high and low of the day and they don't do anything for the rest of the day. So when y'all start looking at these charts, you're going to see this happen over and over again. So when you see it, you already know. High of the day, low of the day. Now, we don't know what they're going to do first. But let's say this is the new day, right? We know that's the previous day's low and high. This gives us a clue on where to buy and sell. Because like I know you guys probably don't know, exactly like how to go about it. If you take the previous day, this is like your guide. Previous day high and low. Going to the next day, let's say today. When the market did what it did today, I was like, all right, cool. I know that the banks, the corporations, the institutions, if it's low and highs, just remember, it's going to be money parked there. And that's why I was talking about the liquidity, because at the high of the day and low of the day, you got money parked there. Because people are waiting for the market to come back down to those levels. When they go into the new day, right, they're going to go back up there. If I draw us across, they're going to go back up there and poke their head in there and take the liquidity out of that area. They're going to take that money, like I said before. So that positions you as an investor to say, all right, cool, I know that that's the previous high right there. So I want to position myself not to buy because that's what they want you to do. That's why we say sell high and buy low. You buy low down here. Previous high is your guide. Sell high. Instead of people buying, you sell high down here. So when it go down, you make more and more money. But we're doing what the institutions are doing because they high and low. You have what you are? I'm bull. She's the bull. It means she's the liar, right? So this going back down to the concept, right? So like, the reason why I'm making y'all do this is because you got bulls and bears, but like you might see the chart, right? And you're gonna see this. You're gonna see the chart. It fluctuates. Check, what's going on, y'all? So now we are live. I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds to load on to our very first live in-camp session. Now, for you guys that's familiar with the live in-camp session, look, all we're doing is educating the people, educating you. We're putting you guys on the game, all right? We're giving you guys the inside scoop. Plain and simple. I'm giving you guys everything you should need to learn how to invest into you. Make money while you work that 9 to 5. Alright? So I want you guys to sit back, relax, take a pen and pad out, alright? Because I'm about to give you some stuff that you're gonna be just shocked. By the end of this live, you're gonna be shocked, and you're gonna walk away with a lot of things that you can take today and implement. Alright? But if you don't pay attention to it, and if you drop off and on whatever, then hey, whatever you want to do. But this is only to benefit you. Alright? We've been doing this for a while, and I'm about to go ahead and drop a comment into the comment section. Then we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. But as I do that, if you guys can, as you guys are dropping into the live video, show where you guys are from. Comment where you're from. Comment if you're a beginner investor. Comment if you know about the markets, forex, the stocks, indexes, futures. Let's help each other. All right. So let me go ahead and push this through real quick, and then we'll go ahead and jump into it. Alright, y'all, so let's go ahead and get this thing rocking and rolling. So I want you guys to just focus with me for a second. Don't worry about what you're saying on. Okay, so I want to break this down. What you're visually looking at is a chart. Alright, so a lot of people get confused. So I want to kind of, this year on this live, I'm going to take my time, and I want to really, when I get on here, I want to really give you guys all that I have. And if you guys are beginners, don't know anything, this is the perfect time to get started. So I'm starting where you guys are right now. So I'm not going to jump into anything advanced. I'm going to start from the beginning level. I'm going to walk you guys step by step on how to invest your first dollar. How's that? Does that sound good to you guys or not? So I'm going to walk with you guys. Alright, so I'm going to walk with y'all. So what we are looking at visually, alright, is a chart. This is the live chart. You can also call it the markets, the markets, because we're looking at a specific index or currency pair. So right now we are looking at a currency pair, and let me actually fix this real quick. Alright, because I'm zoomed in, so I'm sorry about that, y'all. Alright, here we go. So we are looking at the actual market, y'all. So this is the British pound versus the US dollar. That's what we are looking at right now. So you can trade anything. You can invest into anything. And this is another thing. These are the 3 pillars that we always talk about that is going to help you guys. I'm not going to be on here rambling. I'm just getting right to the point. The 3 things that keep a lot of people from investing is because they have the wrong conception. They have the wrong idea. They've took somebody else's failures and said, oh, it don't work. No. The only reason why people don't invest or invest in themselves or anything that works is because, they don't have the information. They have lack of information. Let's just be real. Can I be real with you guys? Most of the time, people don't have, majority of the information to make a legitimate decision. Alright? And most of the times, they think and they assume that things are risky. Like with investing, for sure, because we took surveys, and for a fact 90% of the people said that they thought that the markets was risky. I asked a person, say, hey, why didn't you invest into the markets, or why haven't you, and things of that nature. Oh, it's too risky. Alright, so I want to start there. But the 3 pillars are this. If you guys are paying attention. So, sorry about that. So, number 1, You have people who think that the market is time consuming. So I got people just ringing my phone crazy. I have to leave me a voicemail. Alright, so time consuming, right? This is what people think. This is why people say they don't invest or won't invest, because they think it's too risky. I'll just say risky, right? And then thirdly, they think it's complicated, hard, right? So time consuming, you could say 401k, right? Because people think of a 401k when they think investing. Why? Because they think long term. When people think investing, they think that you have to marry these stocks, you have to marry these things in that nature to actually be able to benefit. No, that's not the case when it comes to investing. Investing is a huge umbrella under investing, and what that means, right? Investing just means, investing. You want short-term returns. Short-term, returns, long-term. So if you want to get daily returns on what you're doing, then you can make money and live off the market. Or if you want to just sit back and milk it and ride the trades out, then you're talking somewhat of a 401k type of lifestyle. So I just want to break that down before I talk into anything. And like I said, I want to take my time and, actually break this stuff down to all of y'all so y'all understand the difference. All right. Now, do you guys have any questions before I continue? So, once again, investing, right? What type of investing? You talking short term, right? Because it's different, and then you got long term, right? You want your money now, or you want your money later. But either way, you're going to be making money and being able to withdraw the funds right away if you decide to. So let's say you make $1,000 today. You can withdraw the $1,000 today. So you have full control over, all of this investing. So a lot of people get that mixed up as well. You have full control over everything. So far as you pulling the trigger on a trade, how much you want to invest, risk, the percentage, everything. So I would call this full control investing. All right. And we can share with you guys the platforms that we use. We can get you guys set up with a demo account so you can just actually be in the live markets. All right. So I want to go into the time consuming, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Like I said, these live videos is not intended to be long. It's just to make sure that you guys are educated on what's going on, and we out. We're paying it forward and we gone. So tomorrow we'll talk about the risky and the complicated situation of why people don't invest and why they think, right, that it's risky and complicated. But today we're going to talk about time consuming, right? So boom, we're going to talk about the time consuming part of things when it comes to investing. Now I'm going to show you guys, if you guys didn't, yesterday we made money. We made $1,080 in an hour and 30 minutes. And we weren't even at the markets. We was just waking up, right? So I'm going to break down this strategy, and I'm going to break down how you can do this over and over and over again. And I'm only doing this because this is the very first No Longer Confused About Money video live session today. So this is what I'm going to do for y'all. If you guys are paying attention to this, then you can capitalize off this. Now, this is one of the strategies that you can do over and over again. I repeat. And rinse and repeat. So every day the market do the same thing over and over again. And this is the beauty of investing. This is the beauty of what we do. The market do the same thing over and over again, meaning that the time of the day is very important. So if you can set a reminder on your phone, that's pretty much it. How hard is that to set a reminder on your phone, right? And be able to execute some trades. If you're able to control and operate a smartphone, I guarantee you can do what I'm about to show you. So you place, this is just me drawing on the chart. I want to visually see where I want to place my trade. So this is what I'm going to show you guys right now. So this purple session here is called the Asian session, right? So I want to be able to take the high and the low of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this box from the high all the way to the low of it, just the box only, And as you guys can see, I'm measuring it out because that's 44 pips. I want to measure the high of it and the low, right? So now that I got that out the way, now I want to actually place my orders above and below that box. See the purple box? So I want to place my orders below and above it. And I'll explain to you guys in a second why I want to do that. So this line here, so I'll label it as much as I can. So this orange line is actually a pending order, right? It's a sell pending order, right? And this is the beauty about the market as well. You can sell the market as well as buy the market. Hope you guys are catching on to that. You can buy the market as well as sell the market. So you don't have to be stuck on one side of things and waiting for things to come to your side. You can take advantage of either way the market go. So now I can set my pending orders, right, above and below the market, right? And guess what? This is going back into the time consuming thing that people thought that investing required, but that's not the case at all. Time is not a factor when you can set these orders and walk away. Time is not a factor when you can set these trades and go to the gym, go to your 9 to 5, go, you know, do whatever you want to do. This is why it's called investments. All right. So I'm able to place these orders, right, that I'm showing you and walk away from the chart, right? I can manage these trades on my phone as I'm enjoying and doing whatever I want to do. All right. So if we let this ride out, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say this before I play this out, so you can see how this works. When we're placing these orders, if the market go up and hit that orange line and surpasses it, we are entered into that trade automatically. Either way, right? So if it goes up, it triggers it. If it goes down, it triggers the orange line, right? I'm open and active into that trade, and this is all automated. It's gonna do it all for us. So if the market go up, I make money. If the market go down, I make money. The only way we do not make money, which is a good thing because our money is never exposed. No trades are open until one of those lines are hit and penetrated through. All right. So watch this. So what we do is when one of them are hit, one of those orange lines first are hit, which one ever first, we delete the opposite. That's the only rule. All right. So watch this. We press play and we let the market do what it's going to do. Boom. Now we're into the live markets. So as you guys can see, we would have been activated into this order down here, as you guys can see. So you could have had a pending sell limit or a buy limit here, or you could have had a sell stop looking for it to go down, or you could have had a pending order up here, just how we had it. But as you guys can see, I want you guys to pay attention to this as well. Every day, this is how we make money. When the market has the sessions, the times are very important. Like I said before, look at these boxes. These boxes represent something. All right. So let me actually label this for you guys real quick. These boxes right here are very important. Why? Because these are time zones. Time zones is when the market moves. At certain times of the day, the market moves. Certain times of the day, the market does not move. Why? At the end of this video, it'll all make sense. Just follow me. Watch this. So now, alright, so now we got all the sessions marked off. We got our Asian session, London session, and then our New York session, right? As you guys can see, if I take these off, we get what we call a pattern. Most of you guys cannot see it yet, but this is when connecting with us and our company comes in hand. This is not a team game, but we are here to mentor and help you if you want to take this skill set serious and learn how to invest. Now, we'll show you guys how to train your eyes, listen to me, to be able to spot the opportunities that you can't see. That's right there, right in front of your face. Look at that. Remember I said a pattern, right? This is the pattern. See that W right there? Boom. Right? Where we're able to get in at can make us money. So let me actually delete this real quick. So if you know what you know, we have the blueprint to show you how to where to get in at. So we're able to buy low. Alright? Or we could buy up here. But we want to be able to take advantage of this move here. And I'll show you guys how much money you could have made if you caught this move. From the low to the top, that was 73 pips. You do 73 times $1, that's $73. That's not a lot of money to some people, but you do 73 times $10. If you got a little bit more money to invest, that's $730 you would have made in 4 hours and 45 minutes. And these patterns, listen to me guys, this is the very first, yesterday was the very first trading session. Today is the very first, income session, right? But listen to me, this is the very first session, and what I want to say is this. Every single day, majority of the days, right, we always see some type of pattern. And the patterns presents opportunities for us to get in, make our money, and be done. That's what that means. So when we see this, we are happy. We're a very happy individual because it's just like us fishing. It's just like that. So if you have never been fishing or you have, it's just like that. So I'm the fisherman, the veteran, right? I'm showing you guys how to fish for opportunities, patterns, setups, to make money, get in, get out, make your money, be done, and keep repeating that process consistently. And that's all that we are doing. That's all that investing is. You guys with me? So it's not some long-term committed thing where you have to own shares and things of that nature. You can do that, but you don't have to. It's 2021. As crazy as that sounds, right? But that's all it is. Don't overcomplicate it. W pattern, right? That's one of the patterns you're going to see. This is day one. This is day one. Now remember I said that. Day one. And watch. Now let's check out. That's the British pound versus the US dollar. Now it's going to the US 30. This is the Dow Jones. Oh my goodness. And this one just started moving because I was just looking at this one. And as you guys can see, they gave us a W pattern as well. So these are two different currency pair in the index. So we was able to successfully trade off the currency pair and make a trade and make money, right? That was 73 pips, right? Now we're able to come on the US 30, which is the index, and do the same and apply the same skill set and make money. Why? Because the same pattern that I just showed you guys on the British pound is on this index, which is the Dow Jones. Now look at that. Boom. And they're probably not done because we have a retracement in place, it looks like, right? We're paying attention to yesterday. This is how we made our money yesterday. Yesterday was another great day. So we made money as the market shot up with a fake out. So if we're talking as far as sports, basketball, it's like a pump fake. Somebody pump fake, right? And you jump and you fall for it. The market generally hit people with the pump fake first. And then they go to the original direction, which was all the way down yesterday. And this thing fell like 500 points. So 500 points. Let's make sure, because I think it probably went more. So wait, give me 1 second. Let's measure this out. Let's see how many points this was. And I'm talking not busting a sweat to make this type of. So 899 points. That's a lot of points. A lot of money in one day. So 899, right? Times whatever dollar amount you want to invest into. Invest into this trade. Because the more you see it, the more confident you will get. And then the more aggressive you will be able to be. Because you know your stuff. You feel me? So 899, that's 899 points that the Dow Jones went. So the sellers took off yesterday. You times that by, let's just do an average of $10. Let's just do 899 times 10. So within this time that it took for this trade to play out, you would have made $8,990. Come on, man. Somebody dropped the mic. So that happened yesterday. That was the high and the low of yesterday. They started off at the high, and they drop it off. And then this was the low, and they didn't do anything else for the rest of the day. So this looks like this is gonna be the low of today, right? Right here, like, is gonna be the low of today, and we're gonna go up from here. Every day they do the same thing, over and over and over again. All right. So I know I've been on this video for a nice little bit, but I just want to give you guys all I got, like I promised you. This is the very first session of 2021. And like I said, man, we're going to make money together, but I can't do it for you. You have to show and give us 120% so we can give you that. It's not going to work one way. It's got to be a two-way street, because we got the blueprint. We know what we're doing. We're willing to educate and pay it forward like we promised we will do. And we're going to continue to do that. Alright, so let's see what else we got as far as these setups. So we also trade the commodities, which is gold. Gold, we trade this as well. So let's see. So long term, this thing is let's go back real quick. So long term, this thing was on a bull's run. Remember I said there's only two things the market do: up and down. That's it. We have buyers and sellers. That's it. So right now, buyers are in control. However, the short term right now, we have sellers pushing the market slightly back down. But right now, we're getting some type of return of buyers into the market that's pushing it back up. So I'm going to show you guys what can possibly happen. All right. So right now, we could possibly get a move like this, because look, buyers are going up already. So most likely where they're gonna return to is looking left, and we go back up. Boom, they can give us a little double top, maybe a little bit more, and then drop it off, right? So they can finish that retracement back down. So we just got to be patient. But I just want to show you guys what's possible. It's not hard at all. So we could trade anything. This is commodities. I just showed you. Let's do the NASDAQ. So NASDAQ is overall on the uptrend. Buyers are in control. Remember I said there's only two things that can happen. Market can go up and down. That's it. So the S&P 500 is actually, so I'm going to put you guys on game real quick. If you don't know what correlation means, correlation just means that we are on the same page. We're on the same beat. We're in sync. Right? That means that I do when you move, I move. We're in the same, whatever, right? The US 30, which is the Dow Jones, and the S&P 500, as far as the point scale and the pip scale, they weigh differently. However, they move the same. So when you visually look at the chart side by side, they look the exact same. So putting you guys on game and give you guys some inside scoop. Y'all ready for this? That means that if you see a trade set up on the US 30 Dow Jones, you can trade the S&P, not with the same money size, but you can trade it the same way. So if you hop into a trade on the US 30, you can go and switch to the other chart, the S&P 500, and place a trade as well. Not blindly, but, definitely, keep tabs on that. Just to give you guys a little inside scoop right there. So that's something to pay attention to. Now, I'm going to close out with this. Now, I'm saying this because we don't open our doors for mentorship to everyone, because everybody's not in the right mindset. But we're opening our doors because it's the very first session of the year. And we're opening our doors for a group of people that's serious. And what we do is we qualify you. So we don't want your money. We qualify you to see if you are going to be the right fit and see if this is made for you. And if you are, what we do is we walk you step by step on how to go from not knowing anything to being able to be a pro at it. So what you're looking at on the chart, you see that the HH, and you see the HLs. We walk you guys through the basics of what that means, how you can just use that, the basics of following the market, the trend, right, and the patterns to make money. All right. So we're opening the doors for, like I said, just a select few people to get access to our course, our software, our, mentorship. Only a select few people. So now if that's you, we're only doing 5 people. 5 people max. After that, we're closing it off. So DM me right away, and I'm going to qualify those 5 people, and that's going to be that. Like I said, everybody's not meant for this, and we don't want your money. We want to help you. We want to see results. We want to show you guys exactly how to do this, so we can use you as a testimony to show people that it's possible. That's it. That's the end goal. We're paying it forward, and that's it. So for the next 5 people that DM me right now, I'm gonna give you guys a huge, deal on our course and our software and everything that we got, and 5 people only. So I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds to go ahead and do that, and we're gonna go ahead and finish this up. But let me see what else we got for our setups. So let's drop back down to. So I think this US 30 is definitely about to see. If you guys look at it on a bigger picture of things, they're just consolidating, but they're definitely looking like they're about to drop it off real soon, because we got some ways to go back down. And you can even see a W pattern here as well. So if we go back to the 15-minute, that was the opportunity that we had, which is the W pattern for buyers to go up. So we could have took advantage of that as well today. Let's see what else we got. So the Australian dollar was a very great setup as well. This is a W pattern as well. And most likely euro. Yep. Because these all correlate. Once again, going back to the correlation thing, they all correlate. Look at that W in there. So once again, if you guys can't see what I see, don't worry about that. We're going to show you exactly how to be able to spot these opportunities. Look at that. And when you're able to visually see it, then you attack it. Then you go for it. Just like fishing, like I said. Once you feel a tug and you feel some vibration and pressure, then you start pulling, because you didn't got the, fish. So it's just like fishing. When you fish the opportunity and you see the opportunity, you start willing it in. It's the same thing. Don't worry about it if you don't know what's going on right now. If you're serious and you're motivated and ambitious enough, then that's all you need. I run into a lot of individuals that see the money, see the success and everything like that, but they are not willing to put in the work. Now, I'm not telling you guys it's going to take you all the years that it took some of people to learn the same skill set, because you have a mentor in me and others to be able to, expedite your learning curve, but that don't mean that we're going to baby you, and give you all the answers. You got to work for it, you know what I'm saying? So it's well worth it. I could teach you how to fish, but I ain't going to be able to, fish for you for an eternity. So I'm going to close out with this. Just remember, man, how I first got started into this industry. I'm going to close out with this. I first got started into this industry, back in high school. And like I said, everything happens for a reason, because I didn't intentionally, go to this high school. I didn't intentionally, get placed at these internship jobs that we was placed at. Everything just happened the way it did. All right. So back in high school, I was interning at CME Group. CME is Chicago Mercantile Exchange. You can look it up on Google. And I was interning there and at the Board of Trade, because they are both they like partnerships or whatever, but we go inside the buildings and we deliver certain packages. So in the midst of doing that, I'm being exposed and running to different brokers and traders and seeing the cars that these guys are driving in, and learning, how the industry works from the inside of, of things, right? So being there, being exposed to that, and then being there long enough to be able to learn it, I took that and put it and was like, this is what I'm going to use from this day forward to invest into me, invest into my dreams. I always had dreams and goals and aspirations to want to do something bigger than what I was around and exposed to. I always had those aspirations. I always was motivated. I remember to this day always telling my grandmother, rest in peace, Lucille, I love you. I was always telling her, Grandma, we're going to be rich. Grandma, we're going to be wealthy. And I was like, Grandma, we're going to... And at that point in time, I was doing something totally different, but I always had the mindset. I always was telling her, Grandma, don't worry about it. We're going to be rich. We're going to be wealthy. Don't worry about it. I got this. Because it was just something in me, still to this day, without having the vision. You get what I'm saying? I want you guys to understand, you don't always have a clear vision on where you're going to be. All you have to do is have the drive and the hope and the belief. So I just remember telling my grandma that, when she was alive, and I still, and it just gives me chills, thinking of that. having the motivation and just knowing somewhere, somehow, things are gonna play out because everything happened for a reason. So fast forward years later, look at me now. I ain't lying to you guys. I haven't made it yet. In my eyes, I ain't do nothing yet. You feel me? Because I got these 120 dreams, and when I'm not at. It's not gonna be a destination at the end of the day, but I'm not where I want to be yet. But I'm not where I used to be. You feel me? So I'm still going. I'm just getting started. If anybody asks me personally, I'm just getting started. So enjoy the ride, and as I, fulfill and manifest my 120 dreams, I'm gonna help all y'all fulfill y'all dreams. But you just gotta follow instructions, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to bring y'all back to, like I said, how I first got started. I wish I had a mentor. I wish I had some people that was paying it forward and giving instructions and showing you how to actually make money in the markets, how to avoid certain things, and give you a GPS on exactly what to do and what not to do. So I'm gonna close out with this. Just remember, investing it's been the culture for years, right? 401k and all that. But being a 120 dreamer and no longer confused about money, we're changing the whole culture, and we're changing and we're making it the new swag. It's the new swag. You know how people used to be swagged out when they wear Supreme, they be swagged out when they wear these different designers. The new swag is being invested. I guarantee you guys gonna be seeing this real soon all over on the new thing is to be invested. Alright, so it's your boy Mr. 120 Dreams, and listen to me, I love y'all and I want to see y'all chase greatness, and we'll be back real soon. We'll be doing this live session real soon again. If you guys got any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I don't mind, answering questions. For the meantime, go back onto my page and just scroll through and look at the previous sessions from 2020 and 2019 and 2018 if you want to go all the way back and learn some things. Take notes. And like I said, we'll see you guys real soon. It's your boy. I love y'all. Check. I'm out.